In the smooch of the night, I feel the midnight coming. In the smooch of the night, and welcome back to another episode of Smoochie Town. I want to thank Happy Caps for sponsoring this puppy. If you want some happiness in your life, take a little mushrooms. You're going to be nicer to the checkout lady at Ralph's. Also, big shout out to Jungle Tea. Welcome to the Jungle, best alcoholic seltzer tea on the market. 5% alcohol, 30 milligrams of caffeine, and a whole bunch of fun. And before we get to the single mother slayer himself, I think I know what you're talking about, audience back home. We're going to go to the Smooch of the Week, and guess what? I'm going to have him say it. It's Uncle Lazer!
Hey, thanks for having me. First off, dude, when you sang, you lifted your legs completely off the ground. That was fucking incredible. Never seen that in my life.
We'll get to that, but Smooch of the Week.
Smooch of the Week. This is probably the most terrible smooch I ever received. I once got in a hot tub in a West Virginia strip club. It was a $100 cover to get in, which I was like, not in Joe Biden's economy, thank you very much. And they're like, it's all you can drink alcohol for free once you get in. I said, listen, I'll give you $200 right now. Just let me in this motherfucker. And I got in there and I found a Whirlpool jacuzzi in the back room behind the curtain. And they said, it's out of order. I said, how much to make it not out of order? Okay. So $500 later, me, salt, pepper, and cinnamon, we got in that motherfucker together. And it had the consistency, the water was the consistency of egg drop soup. And then nutmeg joined later. I'm pretty sure that was a guy. And, one thing led to another, and we did a little anal. And then I don't know if it was a warm water or them scratching their backs while they're scratching my back, but I felt a flush pressure. You ever seen like an octopus shoot that black ink out? Well, that woman soft serve ice creamed all over me. Oh, salt, pepper. No, I think it was nutmeg. Pretty sure it was a guy. Whatever. And shit water, shit covered everywhere. She go and took off running. I just took off running out of there. No shoot, no shirt. I left my boots behind. Got pulled over halfway back to the rig. Cop sees me with shit all over my lap. He goes, "What the fuck happened?" I told him. He just goes, "Get the fuck out of here." And that's the Smooch of the Week.
And that's the Smooch of the Week. Oh, wow. Very cool.
Yeah,
you still talk to Nutmeg?
I think that place closed down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully
West Virginia. Shit.
Yeah.
How'd you end up there?
I used to work up around the Carrollton, Canton area of Ohio, and they had a casino called the Mountaineer in Wheeling, West Virginia, and there was a strip club like right down yonder from it, and one night we all went, and it was $100 all you could, and it's literally $100 cover to get in. You could literally have any alcohol beverage you want, and I drank probably $1,000 worth of alcohol.
Open bar?
Yeah, open bar, basically. The only thing I had to do is buy the strippers drinks, but I'm sure they went away with that model because, I mean, there's just how you making money.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you pay for sex too, or is that included with the 100?
No, it's negotiable. You know, you pay for it all. You pay for it one way or another. We all do.
Yeah.
You know?
That's cool. Dude, congrats on the most recent episode of Kill Tony.
Thank you.
That was one of the best minutes I've ever seen, and I have sex a lot.
I see what you did there. It was finally good to fucking knock one out of the park all the way through. You know what I'm saying?
And on a big stage.
Yeah, maybe it turns out I'm built for them stages because I walk out there hitting with that little Shawn Michaels strut. But honestly, what it was, man, I was just sober. You know, like prior to doing that, I'd get nervous. Because on those stages in the mothership, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, let me get fucking hammered a little bit and let me smoke a little weed. And I was this one, I started watching some of my sets back, and I was like, I ain't got no fucking energy. I was like, my jokes are okay, but I was like, they're better if I deliver them with some little poise, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it. So what it was is I went there the night before. I got in it with this chick and she fucking wound up just like, fuck it, I'm going to go to Vegas early. And I met up with Hinchcliffe, and I was chilling with him, playing poker all night. And I went back to his room. We were smoking a blunt. And I was like, yo, give me one more shot. I was like, if I fucking fuck this one up, I was like, don't ever have me back. I said, I'll bet my paycheck on it, so to speak, you know? And he said, okay, we'll see. Just perform like you might fucking go on. And so I didn't know leading into the day, but when I went to sound check, Tony got on Michael Gonzalez's drum kit, and Tony plays drums, and he started playing fucking War Pigs by Black Sabbath, and he's like getting through the intro part, he's about to get ready to the verse, and I steal one of the microphones off the stagehand, and I just walk out when he hits it. I go, generals gathered in their masses, and we did the whole song together on stage in front of that, like, no one in the crowd.
No way.
And, yeah, I swear to God. And he was like, all right, you're in. And I showed up, and I was like fifth, and I was watching it a little bit, and I was like, damn it, because it kind of felt mid, especially for an arena show. Like, what I was seeing, I was like, all right, that's mid. That can't be good. You know, I was like, if I can't do better than this, I just need to quit comedy, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I just went up there and I was like, fuck it, threw them glasses. The part you can't see on there is right when I hit the X, the camera zoomed out, but if they had got a close up, I spit water up in the air like Triple H, and it gets over all my pit vipers. And as I'm walking, I can't see. That's why I took them off and threw them.
Really?
Yeah, but when I went to throw them, my boot damn near slipped on that water. I damn near tore my ACL. I recovered well. But yeah, you can't really tell, but I was like, oh, that could have been
Bro, your
fucking
comeback
bad.
when Harlan said you actually hit a blind woman or something, and you were like, yeah, well, she can see now.
Yeah, well, at least she hasn't covered her fucking stupid ass face up, you know. So yeah, like it was cool. I mean, watching it back, I'm always pretty critical. Like I could try to critique. I could have just been like, well, she shouldn't have been fucking standing there, you know. Or something like. There's a couple other ones like when I remember I was watching it last night, just taking notes and fucking
Just fucking fingering yourself to it.
Yeah, I did so good. I did so good. And no, but Dr. Phil, I wish when they asked me, if you come back and be any character to play in a movie ever, and he's like, a cowboy, a rapist cowboy. Like I said, Clifford the Big Red Dog. I should have just been like, should have looked at him and just went, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah,
I should have just said Jeffrey Dahmer, you know. So,
but you had a great comeback. Have you seen it yet?
No, not yet.
Oh,
It's
fucking
fucking
producer Christian, fantastic little boy. He looks like, would you call
Al
him?
Bundy from Married with Children, which is awesome, dude, because he was fucking all the Kellys. Christina Applegate, young Christina Applegate.
Oh,
and, my
wait,
God.
what's the movie? Don't Tell Mom This Babysitter's Dead.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
always on cable, and I jerked off to it.
Dude, not to get off topic, I jerk off a lot, but dude, my first love was Carmen Electra in that red dress when she walks in the bank in the movie Mask. Do you remember that movie, The Mask, with
No,
Jim
I remember
Carrey?
when she walked in Good Burger.
Oh, yeah, Good Burger, she's fine. But dude, there's another movie that just came out.
Roxanne.
There's a new movie that just came out called The Counselor. It came out in probably like 2016 or something. She's like this drug queenpin, and she gets on this fucking, it's a Jaguar, an old school Jaguar, and she basically just puts her clitoris on the goddamn windshield, and she fucks a car while the other drug dealer guy watches. It's awesome. It's the greatest performance I've ever seen.
We'll
have to Google that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. It was a good fucking minute, man. I had a lot of fun, and honestly, it was just finally good to get off stage and just be like, finally, there's nothing I could have done better there.
What did you say to? They said, "Do you play a song, Harlan Williams?" And you were like, "Yeah, is that the song that you 3-2 fucking each other
so
to?"
like the whole, and like honestly, like I heard him say it once during like the first bucket pool that they said coconut cream pie, coconut cream. Whatever they were saying, and I was just like, what the fuck is that? And then when I watched it back, I watched the whole thing. I was like, oh shit, they were saying a lot. So when I made the joke reference, I just thought it was fucking stupid. But apparently they've been saying it all night in the crowd, and that's when you see Tony's like, oh Lazer, like he's like, because I remember when I finished the minute, Tony looked at me like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, wasn't expecting that. I said, I told you, motherfucker. And then the ad-libs, I've always been good at that, especially when I'm not drinking, I'm fucked up, and I'm more sharp. That's just crowd work, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it was fun, dude. And then I get off stage, and I'm like, come be a official performer at Skankfest. And the one that I'm trying to get the footage to, hopefully I get it, me and Cam roast battle. And in a big ass wrestling ring in the middle of fucking Skankfest. And that went, I beat him 4-1. It was fucking incredible, yeah. But Cam's not a roast writer, but neither am I. But they're like, they gave us 24-hour notice to write roast jokes against each other. And I'm like, dude, usually you get like a week or two, if you're going to roast somebody. But they were just like, nah, you guys are the featured bout. And like they had us third, and I think, but like me and Cam were late on purpose to see if they would skip us. No, they came and got us from our other sets. Like, yo, y'all are the last ones, get down there now. And I'm like, fuck it, here we go. But I was nervous, but the red band's like, dude, it's in a wrestling ring, motherfucker. Like, so I grabbed 2 beers, got up on top turnbuckle, stone cold him as soon as I got in the wrestling ring. It was fucking badass.
Let's fucking go. You did that on the OnlyFans dating show, Mismatch, too.
Yeah.
I saw some of the guys at the LMAOF taping the other night, and they're like, you Lazer fucking killed. You did this cool Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Dude, what was crazy is because you called me, I'm sleeping on your fucking couch, right? And you're like, baby boy, you're like, if you can get here in 45 minutes, I'll pay you $1,000. And I'm like, bet, I'm there. But when I got there, they had the questionnaire for the guy that was supposed to be there, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, you can't wear any name brand shit. Like, I have my wrestling shirts and my fucking NASCAR shirts. Like, or Harley, they're like, no, it's got to be like a plain white. I was like, yo, I got this fucking deer shirt from my grandma. She gave it to me in like 94. It's just fucking a deer in the woods with the antlers. And I put it on, tucked it in with my belt, and they're like, yeah, that'll work, actually. Yeah. So I'm just walking around with a dip in my mouth looking at this big mansion, and they start questioning me, and I'm like, guys, y'all got anything to drink? I got the shakes. I got to knock a little edge off. And they're like, we got Prosecco. And I was like, what's that? And they're like, champagne. I go, that'll upset my tummy. Nuh-uh. And then they're like, I was like, I ain't got no Busch Light? She goes, no. I go, Okay. And then like 10 minutes in, I'm interviewing. They're like, oh shit, we got like a little bit of a star on our hands. They sent a runner to get 24 pack of Busch Light, and I'm just slamming them in between takes, dude. It's fucking awesome.
So how was that comparatively to like being on stage and like being like slamming beers, having a good buzz and being funny, crowd work, and then being on TV and doing it differently, you know? Like, because I struggle with being on stage and like trying to find my sweet spot of a couple drinks, of a joint before. I've been smoking before my sets, and that's been better.
Yeah.
I got too drunk on a couple shows on Saturday.
Yeah, she did. But that's Scottsdale. Scottsdale does that too.
Scottsdale will do that to you.
It's gotten the best. I didn't miss a flight to the show in California, and I lost my bag. Thanks, UPS, you pieces of shits. But no, dude, like I know when, like in the Kill Tony thing's different, right? Because it's a minute. A minute, you have to be punctual. You have to get all your words out. You got to you have to actually work on that. Like if I got 20 minutes to roam, I'm fine. Okay. I just know I can't be like slobber knocker drunk. But like if I'm buzzing, got a couple beers in me, I'm fucking right as a male. Okay. So on set's the same thing. We're just in the garage. I'm just all these people with these cameras. They're just homies. My goal when I was on that set the whole time was to make everybody off camera laugh. And then we had to cut so many times because they're like, guys, y'all have to shut up. Like, we have to film. And I'm just sitting there just cutting up. And then the girl from Australia, bitch didn't pick me, but I didn't pick her either because I had a feeling she wasn't going to pick me, dude. But whatever, dude.
Case Boone?
Yeah, she's cool shit. Beautiful young lady. But, you know, y'all are all chiseled up and jacked. You know, I got what they call cottage cheese body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lift, but I'm just kind of pale and pasty. I look like Piglet when we did the hop tub scene. I'm just like... I love you very much. You know, what's your favorite color? You know, and like goofy shit like that. So I knew that bitch wasn't going to pick me, so I didn't pick her either. But she's a great gal. She was pretty
Was that your first dating show, Mismatch?
Yeah, that was like the first any kind of reality side of it. I've done like short film shit, you know, for like sketch stuff, but it was more serious based.
Speaking of, how sick was fucking thanks for the invite to the Cowboy Cerrone?
Yeah, that was a fucking
again, he's boys at Cowboy Cerrone. He, by the way, Christian's a huge UFC guy.
Yeah,
people.
I know like a handful of UFC fighters because the guy used to work where he used to be in the UFC.
Nice, yeah. So Cowboy was out there, and then they had Michelle Witherspoon, the girl,
the karate hottie.
Karate hottie's the girl that kills me and shoots us, and then. Yeah, and then I guess Keith Jardine, he's the one that wrote it with Cowboy or had a part in it, and he's supposed to be like the main villain, and his episodes come later. So yeah, it should be. Dude, he posted that clip because I talked about it on Kill Tony, and he posted it with the trailer. Yeah, dude, I got all these like fucking UFC stars liking it and shit and following. I was like,
really?
That's badass. Fuck yeah, dude. Cowboy's cool as shit. And then he kicked us in the leg. That was cool.
He's cool as fuck. It was a good time. I just wasn't prepared for that. The New Mexico flies. If you will.
Boy, it was. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't your typical Hollywood shoot, but yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Wait,
man.
So how's dating life now?
You know, strikes and gutters.
You single?
Ups and downs. Yeah, I mean,
strikes and gutters.
Strikes and gutters. You know, ups and downs, peaks and valleys. Yeah, I mean, there's a lady or two that I talk to a little more serious than the other ones, but I mean, look, dude, I don't even have enough time for myself, let alone another human being. But if they're understanding with that, you know. Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. I'm just hanging on by the fucking belt loop of my jeans at this point.
I have a tough time with like girls, and like if I'm talking to a girl, I want her to be mine, and I want everyone to know that she's mine. And I think it's my own insecurities and ego. Of, like, we're doing our own thing. We can see each other when we can and whatnot, but like not like being with that insecurity, I guess, if you will, because she's gonna find someone better. Yeah,
but you gotta just look at it like this, dude. If you're this way, because everybody has a conditional thinking of relationships and monogamy and shit. Which I don't know if monogamy is real. I don't think we're programmed or wired like that in nature. But the definition of love, at least to me, is selflessness, right? So it's effort, right? So like, if you're a vibe and I take the time to hang out with you, I genuinely enjoy your company and your character, which means I'm giving my time, which is valuable to me, to you, right? Though we may not be in the traditional sense dating, like I got love for you. And if you called me and needed me to come change your tire 2 states away, I'd be there in a heartbeat because I got love for you. I just look at it as like nobody owns anybody, but the time that we spend together is our time together, and we own that. Let's own that moment together, right? Let's don't worry about all the fucking shit we can't control, and let's just love each other while we got each other, right? I think that's an easier mindset.
That is, because it doesn't mean, I don't know why I care so much about social media and whatnot. And like, I want everyone to know we're dating, because just in case someone doesn't and they try to slide in. But like, if someone wants to be with you, they will. And if someone doesn't, they won't.
And if you are that much of a vibe and a good time, you know, like your worth to them is going to have more value than stranger with a six-pack sliding in their DMs, right? Like,
Yeah.
because that's probably just drama headache bullshit. But if you counteract it with like this jealousy bullshit, then you're just another fucking.
And that's unattractive.
You're just exactly. So I just think you take it. You can control what you control. You got love for them. If they do you dirty, fucking don't fuck with them. But like, if they're on the up and up with you, I think that's the way you make a platonic relationship.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I want to bring it to shout out Jungle Tea. One of our great sponsors here, and I want to ask you a question. It's the jungle segment. Welcome to the jungle. Oh, where's the wildest place you've had sex?
Well, since we're talking about jungles, I actually had sex in the jungle. It was in Texas, so it wasn't really a jungle. It was more of an orchard, if you will. And yeah, me and a girl was fucking against a pecan tree, and I guess I brushed up against some goddamn poison oak, and we got poison oak and chiggers. I don't know if they have those in L.A. I'm talking about a chigger now, said chigger. It's a little bug that crawls up. I would get them on like the foreskin of my wiener, and you'd have to take your mom's fingernail polish remover.
What do you mean you get them?
They're these little tiny microscopic bugs.
Oh.
Yeah, right there. It's like a tick.
So it's like a tick.
Like a tick, damn near, but it's called a chigger. And basically, they're tiny.
It's
See
a
it in the hand?
dangerous thing to call something.
So they walk up.
Is that your penis or is that your foreskin right
That
there?
actually is my foreskin. Son of a bitch, how'd they get it? No, but but I don't know how people are getting them on their legs and shit. But they would get literally on the foreskin of my penis, and it'd be like a big red bump, and it fucking itches and burns. And the only way to get rid of it is to take nail
Jerk
polish.
off.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, that makes it worse. It makes it itch even worse. So, like, the only way to get rid of it is to put nail finger polish remover on your wiener. You have to soak it in it. It's fucking terrible. Either that or antifreeze.
I don't
Yeah.
need to see that anymore.
Yeah, so the jungle, the Texas orchards.
Berry bugs.
The pecan
That was my
tree.
nickname in high school. Wait, so you were telling me a story about an elementary school or middle school. I don't know what it was, but something you were on the floor of a
It was
bath-
junior high.
Okay, junior high. Can you tell that story?
It was after lunchtime. I was in chemistry class, chemistry AP or whatever, and I knew like after lunch there was a bathroom in the chemistry wing that no one really went to. And it's back when I'm going through puberty and you're getting those weird fucking boners that you're having to pull up in your waistband and shit. And I would just go and get the restroom pass, and I would just get butt-ass naked in this bathroom. And I'd get on the ground like a commando and crawl on my boner, and I'd just go underneath the fucking bathroom stalls like a fucking jag-off. And one day, janitor caught me, and they suspended me for like 3 days. And my mom's like, what? We're going to have to take him to a shrink, you know? Like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
You would go to the bathroom,
Just crawl.
butt naked, and just army crawl.
Because I didn't know what jerking off was.
So you let the dirty tile, do it for
Yeah,
you?
just the gritty tile, you know?
Ew.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible.
Were you expelled?
No, they just suspended me for like 3 days. Like, yo, you need to get him like to see a shrink and shit. So I had to sit there with the ink blobs, like, oh, that's a butterfly, and I'm like, that's a bathroom floor in the tile. When I put my wiener on,
No
oh
way.
yeah, it was bad.
Do you masturbate a lot?
Not anymore, really.
I just have sex like
just
an
'cause I'm having
adult.
so much sex. No, not as much as I did. I mean, in the oil field, yeah. I mean, because that's all there was to do out there was go to work and then beat off. But
Yeah.
now it's just like I'm so busy, you know. And then usually you have like a lady come back home with you, and so they'll.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever masturbated to?
Phew. When I first looked at porn, we used to call it, it's like now everything's so digital, but this is jerking off analog. I remember my daddy took me down to Big Creek River. We were throwing cast lines under the fucking river bridge, and I go wander off while we were letting the line sit. And I remember finding a Hustler magazine that was in this fucking like muddish like garbage pile, and I picked it up and I was able to salvage like a couple of the pages out of it where I could see like a titty or a butthole or a belly button, and I put it in my little pocket.
Belly?
Yeah, and I got home and I went and laid a tarp down and I filled the blue bonnets. I jerked off this little side rip piece of a Hustler cover magazine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was
Resourceful.
I was back in the good old days because we didn't get fucking even with dial-up internet, you could. I mean, I gave the fucking computer so many goddamn. The family computer had probably 17 malware viruses growing up. All the shit I was downloading off of LimeWire.
Have you ever, dude? Oh, okay. Music-wise.
Yeah, well, no, porn-wise. You could download porn on Napster and LimeWire.
Oh, I know that.
Oh,
the
yeah.
audio?
No, the video. Yeah, this back before YouTube and all that shit, dude. You could download it.
Oh.
And your boy would just fucking put. I mean, I stayed grinding for like 3 years.
My first one was teenagehitchhikers.com. It was on my family computer.
Nice.
It's pretty good. So I looked it up the other day. It's not existent anymore, but it's fun.
And then like when they took away the
Oh,
internet.
is it? I may have typed it in wrong. I'm not a good speller. What's your first Christian? What'd you jerk off to?
This is gonna be really fucked up, but I had just I just transferred to a Catholic school, and like when I was probably in 7th, 8th grade, I started watching thing I got caught for was watching nun porn. Like I watched like nuns. I was like, yeah, like why not? Like
were they old nuns?
no,
or like
no. They
nuns
were like
Halloween.
hot, young, busty.
Oh,
nuns
so you have a
and
nun
shit.
king.
Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow must be your fucking field day, Halloween.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah,
You're
You're
caked
getting
up.
fucking spooky.
Caked up on some nuns.
Teenage Hitchhikers. No, that's
It's a
movie.
movie.
It's teenagehitchhikers.com. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, just click on it. See what we
No,
got there, dude.
no.
Y'all still have Pornhub in LA? Oh no. Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh okay.
So it's just like hitchhiker porn. Like, oh my god, get in here, but you have to suck my dick. So that was my first one.
I'm in it.
Yeah,
I love it.
it still does it for me. Wait. So and then what's your? Do you sports gamble?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm terrible at it. Yeah, but I try.
Terrible. I lost so much money.
Yeah, I got
You go
this.
through a site or something?
I do
Picks?
Prize Picks and a couple other things, but
What code can people use to?
Prize Picks, it's promo code Lazer. Get you a $5 deposit or playing a $5 lineup gets you $50 free.
Oh, there you
Win,
go.
lose, or draw, you'll come out ahead. But yeah, I mean, I just do it where I try to maximize. Oh, I'm gonna hit this 16-teamer, and they'll give me a cash out option after I've hit 5 of them for like 3x my money. I go, nah, I'm gonna get them all. One time I did an 11-teamer and I got to the 11th one and I didn't take the cash payout. It was like 37,000 or something like that. I let it ride in that fucking last one because they were a fucking favorite. I forget what team. I think it was Golden State. So a couple years back, and they got fucking destroyed, and I lost it all.
So you can bet like
bad.
$10 parlays and just like make a bunch of money if they all hit.
Yeah, but that's a sucker's bet. But I'm a sucker every time.
Well, it gives you like a horse in the race because I lost the entertainment of watching sports without having a stake, like without gambling, because that was so.
Yeah,
addictive,
because
you know?
it makes everything, every sport. Like
I'm not gonna
cricket,
go watch the
I'm
game
not gonna
and
watch
not
cricket.
have-
Not gonna
yeah.
watch cricket.
Yeah,
But if I got a little money on India versus Pakistan, go India.
cricket's huge in India.
Fucking huge, dude. But the most I've ever won one night, it was my brother's 21st birthday. We were in Lake Charles, Louisiana at the Golden Nugget. We got there that weekend on Friday. This is now Sunday morning at 4 in the morning. We're getting ready to leave at like 9, and I'm down probably fucking 14 grand. So back when I was working the oil fields, making a lot of money. And I remember I was playing Let It Ride, and I got dealt a 2, 3, 4 of diamonds, which is a straight flush, which I knew I was already going to win like $2,700. But if I pay to see the other 2 cards, I can win even more. And the next card was a 5 of diamonds. I was like, well, fuck, if it's another diamond, I'll hit a flush and I'll win 8 grand. It'll be great. And it happened to be a 6 of diamonds. So I had a straight flush in my hand and on the board, and I won the allotted jackpot. I won $50,000 in one fucking hand. I went ape shit. It took them about an hour to pay me out because they have to check all the cameras.
No
make
way.
Sure. Yeah, dude, I was going bonkers.
What'd you do with it?
I fucking blew it before 9 o'clock on fucking blackjack trying to go on a run. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit. I probably shouldn't be gambling. Had to call that 1-800 on the way home, just convince myself not to run into a concrete pillar. You know,
You know you're a real addict when you're betting, like if it's a guy or girl that picks up the hotline.
Oh yeah, that's when it really gets torturous. Yeah, hey, corn flip it, dude. Yeah, dude, fucking nuts.
So with dating, are you looking for love? Are you just
Looking for love in all the wrong place. No, dude, I don't have. You know what? I just want to chill with somebody, and maybe like that's why I like single mothers so much. They fold your clothes, cook you dinner, you know, and breakfast and shit, and just take care of you like the
if you
mom
just
never
give them
had.
the pipe though?
Yeah, you just lay it down, you peel back that old scab, that old Buick seat leather cushion.
Because you have a joke about someone hit you up from Florida.
Yeah, well, Tallahassee, that's the real thing. Want me to come down there and blow her back out, buy me a plane ticket. It happens a lot, dude. Like,
But you get a lot of offers in the DM.
fuck yeah, dude. Dude, when that Kill Tony fucking, I've been getting nudes like a motherfucker.
No way.
Oh yeah, bro, it's crazy what that show can do, like the platform, because of reach, and like bitches that used to fuck with me back when I was first on the show, when I still was in good standing and good grace, and I was decent, and then I just got drunk and fell off. Them bitches just kept leaving me on red, you know, but now they're all back in there like, oh my God, you know, here's my titties, you know, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting pussy pics out the wazoo.
Do those work on you, or is it like unsolicited dick pics? Because Christian sends a lot of unsolicited dick pics.
Do you?
Whoa.
Come on, man, don't throw us here, dude. Don't
Oh, you're
go.
blowing one up. No.
That's old JT, dude. JT Jr., dude. Justin Timberlake Jr.
JTJ.
That's old JT Jr.
Unsolicited dick pics. I don't think dicks aren't pretty, like you said. Like,
No.
So like
and they don't work.
I get boobies. I'm like, oh, I may want to feel those.
I like a good butthole, like a good spread eagle pic. That really
No
gets
way.
me. Oh,
Just
yeah,
fucking.
dude. Like,
If she sends you a pic like that.
but see, then look on the flip side of that. I'll be honest with you, like everyone's a freak to some degree, right? I mean, you got your bitches that are just absolute prudes, but for the most part, if you slide in my DMs with a hey, you probably gonna send a butthole pic about 4 DMs later. You know what I'm saying? That's just a move. But when they just open up with it, that's strange. Okay,
Yeah.
and you gotta
Ballsy.
really. I mean, look, hey, that's how you get. You know how you get to Carnegie Hall. Practice, okay? And so that's cool. They send that, but like, you gotta. One thing I'm like terrified of with all this like notoriety and getting like, you know, bigger and stuff, because I got homeboys that are bigger than me that, you know, in the entertainment industry, and the horror stories of like these sexual assault, rape charge things. You know what I'm saying? And if a woman is doing something like that, she's probably off her rocker, so to speak. You know, like
She's
what?
looking to trap you.
Yeah, so, you know, you got to take the condom with you when you leave, or like just fucking
Condom?
Well, you know, I mean, yeah.
you wear condoms?
Okay, no, but like just like I don't want to have some fuck shit come back on me, like, oh, I told him no, blah blah blah. So I like get everything down in writing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm scared to death that like I get a little hype for my career, and all of a sudden I get the Bill Cosby shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not. I know what no means. I was raised by someone. I have utmost respect for women. But I mean, if you're throwing me some fucking butthole pics in the DM, it's on site. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
You know?
Do you prefer anal or vaginal?
No. Ever since that woman shit on me in that hot tub,
Yeah.
I just
It's
ain't.
not worth it. It's a little tighter, but it's like, come on. What are you
Well, the other night, I won't say where, when, and why, or how, or who, but you know, like when you're just, you know, you're pounding somebody out, and then like it slips out, and almost goes in the wrong hole. We've all kind of been there at some point. It never really actually fully goes in, but it's like, whoa, that could have been dangerous.
She goes like, whoa, yeah.
Well, this one slipped in. It was like, you ever like load a double barrel shotgun? It's just so flush. My Lord, what a treat. And it fell right in. I go, am I? And she goes, oh yeah. And I like, she's like, it's fine. She goes, I do the coffee enemas. You're good. And she's like, I like it. And I go, oh. And your boy just, some animalistic came over me, and your boy just fucking beat the brakes off that Clydesdale. And you would think to be like, because it always a little poop. Who cares? You don't give a how fuck clean you are. Nothing. Then I pulled it up, and I grabbed it, and I blew in it like a bottle. Oh, yeah, buddy boy. And I was just like, I never was into anal, but that kind of turned me on, dude.
Oh, okay.
She was Pakistani and Costa Rican. She's I love
good
her.
at cricket.
I love her. God, she's great at cricket. Big fan. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, just flush.
Right.
It's never been so smooth. Like just.
Well, speaking of happy moments, I got a gift for you.
What, dude? They gift on this podcast? What is this, dude?
Happy Caps.
Oh, the mushroom company?
Oh, mushrooms.
Fuck
Yeah, dude, they're
I'm
fire. You
probably
tried
gonna-
them before, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take them for Halloween and just get ignorant at the improv.
Dude, we should. We should
Oh,
take
yeah,
them to that
happy
party.
Caps,
You know, you got a
dude.
flight in the morning. So there's ground up powder, there's capsules, there's chocolate. And when I say, dude, like I take them in the morning, like one capsule in the morning, microdose, and I'm happier in line. I'm happier in the car.
How many you gotta take to fucking go see Jesus?
I think you probably got to take like a full bar, an eighth, I'm assuming. So
All right, I'll just
probably
eat the whole bag.
like 8.
Go see a man about a horse.
Yeah.
you know?
What would you say your vice is? Is it shrooms your favorite? You don't really take shrooms.
I do at least once a month. I'll take a big.
Oh, yeah,
helping.
you don't do a micro, you do a macro.
Like, because I don't understand microdosing. Because then you just build a tolerance for something that you don't even. Yeah, I guess it does affect your mood, makes you feel better or whatever. But like, I like the fact that I take a bunch, I go out in the woods by myself and fucking reconfigure my life. And then when I come out of it, all the cobwebs are gone and my ego's fucking gone and I'm reset. And I'm just like, all right, this is what we need to focus on. This is what we need to do.
So you have no technology with you. You have pen and paper. You're writing stuff down.
I'm just kind of walking around and looking at shit and thinking and just touching shit. Take the Native Americans, when they take mushrooms, they ground themselves. They put their feet on the grass, touch some grass. But like, one thing, I was tripping mushrooms this one time with this girl, this redheaded chick. She had nice titties or whatever, but God, this bitch was annoying. You know those people that like we call them done did it's where I'm from. Like if you've done something, she done did it too, but better. They just always one up in you.
Oh, 7 Up, 1 Up.
Yeah, 1 Up, 7 Up. But like she was to the point where it ruined a mushroom trip. It's like, bitch, leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? But she did say one thing while we were tripping mushrooms that I never really thought of, and it did make a lot of sense. You know, like when you're like fucking peak trip and shit's, you know, you got the wavies, got the light tracers and shit, and you're like in the zone, you're tripping balls. Like, you ever look at your phone and it doesn't look like anything else in the world? It looks so distorted and like weird, and it's weird to text, and it's like, she's like, yeah, she goes, because that's the instrument of the simulation. That thing connects us to the grid of the simulation. And I was like, fuck this phone. Like, because that's the only thing that doesn't look like everything else. Like everything with colors, vibrant, life, breathe, harmony. You look at the phone and it's different looking. That's why, like, when I take too mushrooms, I don't even look at my phone because it's just weird looking. It makes my trip worse. And it's like because the mushrooms unlock the key element to get off the grid of the simulation. I was like, that actually makes sense, but can you please leave because you won't shut the fuck up?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, she got hit by a train the next night. It's neither here nor there.
Where's the longest you traveled to for sex?
Once rode horseback from Dallas to Fort Worth on a horse. It's a 45-minute car drive. That's a 7-day trek via horse.
No, you didn't.
All because a woman told me she had no gag reflex and 3 nipples. And when I got there, she was a guy.
Is this a bit?
Oh, yeah. No, this is a true story.
No way.
I say it on stage, but yeah, it's a true story.
How?
It wasn't 7 days. It was like 2.5.
Where'd you get the horse?
We were driving cattle, my granddaddy.
No way. And it was a guy?
It was a guy. I'm pretty sure. I didn't stick around to find out.
That is insane.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your happiest moment? Not that, but this is the Happy Cap segment.
Happy Cap
when are you happiest?
When am I happiest? Probably on stage when I'm crushing. That's a fucking great feeling, right? Or like when you're running a new joke and it finally clicks, or
Yeah.
you fucking top off a joke, or find, like last night when you got me up and when did that thing, when I talk about going eating that girl's butthole, I usually say, like, you know, she pushed me south of the Mason-Dixon line, you know, down to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and it gets a pop. But last night I said, yeah, she pushed me down a little further, this time down to where the wild things roam. And it got a huge pop. And that's the first time I'd ever said it because it was an ad-lib just in flow state. And when you're in flow state, you say something that feels just like natural conversation, how you would say it, and it gets a big pop, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I like that. So
like
I'll make a
force
mental
and
note and be like,
training.
that's what I'll say going forward.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I'll interchange ad-libs out as I go through them. You just find funnier ones that work. So finding a new joke or finding a tag or a line of a new joke that really sticks, that's probably when I'm happiest.
Yeah.
Like when you're crushing.
When you're going to Denver this weekend, have you performed there before?
I never performed in Denver. Never.
Yeah.
I performed in Fort Collins, and that was fucking great.
Is that in Colorado? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, they hook you up, like all the fans come, they bring you weed, mushrooms, the whole 9
Really?
yards. I'd left with a fucking treasure trove of shit last time
I have a
was there.
feeling you're going to fucking, like, even blow all these, like, that funny bone shit of, like, the tickets and whatnot. I have a feeling it's going to be a quick turnaround. It's like now it's going to be easily sold out.
Well, that's the thing, though, dude. That's if I can give anybody, and I ain't nobody give nobody no fucking advice, but if I can give anybody advice who's trying to start doing this comedy shit, you know, I see a lot of people come up to me all the time, and they're like, hey, man, you know, what any advice for Kill Tony? Any advice, blah, blah? And I'm like, listen, here's the advice. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it until you're ready. Because, look, if you have a great fucking set on that show, it can change your fucking life. I mean, look at Cam, look at Casey, look
My
at
buddy
everybody.
Jack Shaw just did
Jack
it.
Shaw, perfect example. Like, for what Kill Tony is, it's somewhat of a glorified open mic, but Tony's platform is so big that, like, even guys that don't even get golden tickets but, like, do really well on the show, they can then do a local show or shows around the area and have a little bit of notoriety and get a lot more money for it. And, like, if you go on there with just because, I'm able to write a minute, like, you should have this minute. Hey, look, I've been on that show a dozen times, and that was the first one that was undeniably fucking good, right? All them other ones, I've had okay ones, I've had terrible ones, and you finally have one good one, and that fucking sense of redemption is like, okay, so I would advise anybody to go on there, like, run your shit. Be a comic for a little while. I know that's kind of, I'm speaking from the horse's ass, the other end of it. I did it completely backwards. But in that, like, I'm still digging myself out of shit from the shit that I did in the beginning of my comedy career because I was bad. You know, I was thrust in the spotlight and given opportunity when I really shouldn't have had that opportunity because I wasn't ready. Now I learned and I put my fucking due diligence in. I'm grinding out hours on the road when I got maybe 10 minutes, if that. So I had to fall from grace a lot to learn, like, fuck, the bottom of this pool sucks a dick. Let me go back up for air. So, like, I would just say, like, if you're going to do it, make sure your minute is just fucking tight and spotless. And that if you throw good, and honestly, write for the interview. Anticipate what they're going to say to you. Like, I write for the interview.
Ooh, that's smart.
I'm good off ad lib. I'm good with bullshit with people. That's easy. But, like, for the Vegas ones, I knew I was going to pull out this harmonica. I knew I was going to do that bit. I knew I was going to have interactions with them. I knew I was going to do the fucking cowboy, the story about it getting called up and shooting the movie. So, like, I'd planted things in there. And if Tony, the one thing I've noticed about him when you're on stage, if you're doing well, he feeds you softballs. He's a great leader like of that panel when it comes to it. Like if you fucking knock it out and you have good chemistry with him, he just throws you softballs underhanded, and if you know what you're doing, you can just rock him out of the park, dude.
Yeah.
So
I noticed fucking dude Adam Ray, Dr. Phil, he didn't really say anything during your shit because usually he steals the show.
yeah, I mean,
I don't know if it was intimidating. Like,
no,
it was just,
I mean he got in a little bit with me, but
but Harlan was
Harlan
like,
did,
fucking-
yeah. Me and Adam are cool. He's done my live podcast and shit. I love Adam. He's a great guy. And then the whole Dr. Phil thing is fucking nuts. But yeah, Adam's a homie. Yeah, but I did notice he wasn't as talkative. But Harlan kind of took over, you know.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
Tony was kind of, you know, because me and Tony's had our shit, but that was just a moment where we could all hone in. And I was just fucking spitting. I was just like, fuck him, let's go. I can do this all day, dude, you know. Because, I don't know, for once it just felt like that was me, you know. I didn't feel altered or fucking on drugs or fucked up. I just felt like, yeah, let's fucking get after it, boys.
Yeah.
You know?
Couple rapid fire questions before
What you got?
we let you go. One, do you fuck on the first date?
Preferably, yeah. On the car ride to Chili's, honestly.
Preferably.
Oh, yeah. I mean, let's get out of the way, see what we're working with here. You know,
Is that your ideal date spot, Chili's?
They're the Applebee's.
The bees,
Hey,
they
two
gotta
for
go.
2 for 2. You know, if they're not around a Golden Corral or a Western Steakhouse, I really need an Outback. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you know, something like that.
What's your ideal date, Christian?
Mine? I like to keep it simple. I like to go out in the day, go get coffee, see if we have a vibe, because I don't want to go take the girl to dinner and then her have the terrible personality and be like, oh, you just wasted a night with this girl.
Yeah, and then I'm never. That's smart because I'm never I'm never splitting the check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for it whether
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
the same
it or
way.
not.
I'm the same way.
unfortunately.
Yeah, and but I kind of do this thing because I meet a lot from all different parts of the United States and shit. I'll do what I call a vibe check, right? So before I allow them, that sounds weird. Before we arrange something where they like come, because look, I can't date you, but if you want to come down for a weekend, you know, in Austin, take a shot at the Title. I said I'll show you the best time of your life in Austin. I'll show you the shit only locals see. We'll have a good time. But I've made the mistake in the past of just, you know, girls just sending me butthole pics, looking great, you know, and I'll just be like, let me fly you down, and they get there and they're a fucking dud. Like, they suck, terrible personality. I'm just like, oh, fuck, I'm stuck with you all weekend. So now, like, I try to FaceTime them for at least 20 or 30 minutes prior to, like, arranging something just to see if we can communicate and have, like, cognitive conversation back and forth. Like, all right, I wouldn't mind spending a weekend with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you just leave it up to faith to know if you guys are going to fucking scissor me timbers properly, you know? But
FaceTime is actually a good kind of like pre.
it's good because then you see what they look like, right? And then you also get a vibe of their mannerisms. Because within 20 or 30 minutes, I can tell how much a person's going to have influence on like how much I'm going to like them or what they're going to mean to me, if it's just a hookup or if it's like, yo, we're going to kick it with some cool vibes. This is a cool, you know, like there's different variables that I can like decipher if I can see their face as we're talking. It's not, I can't do it over text that well, but like when we're like talking and I can see facial expressions and mannerisms, I'm like, all right, you're cool.
Yeah.
You know? Because you know, like there's some people that just talk to respond. You know, like they just
they're not
listen
waiting,
to respond.
they're not
They don't give a
listening to
fuck.
you.
They just want to say, "Oh, I've done this something," and blah blah blah. So I don't like that.
Well, that's just like acting, to be honest, dude. You were a fucking damn good
That was
actor.
so
That
much
was
fun,
very
wasn't
fucking
it?
impressive. The only acting I've ever seen you do was a self-tape audition where I read for you.
Go cheese balls! Go cheese balls!
That was what I was going to
Yeah.
ask you to do. That was
Yeah.
part of the script. But dude, you're a very good actor, and it was like, when you're a good actor, you're not learning your lines and just saying them and waiting for your turn to talk. You're actually listening. So if she says something wrong, you can adapt and say something different. But you know your lines so well, you can make bigger and better choices.
Yeah, it's like you're not anticipating at that moment. You're reacting, right?
Yes.
And on camera, I feel like that comes across as more authentic and realism, right? Of how, like, because when me and her were in that scene where I got to grab her and like pull her hair and like grab her by the neck, I was like, between each set, I'm just like, are you okay? At once, she's like, yo, quit being a fucking bitch. Like, grab me.
Well, she said, I remember she was like, you're acting right now, right? This is acting, right? Then fucking do whatever you want. This isn't you.
Yeah, and I was like,
And then you grabbed her. I was like,
because
whoa.
then she got
I
in
got a
with me.
boner.
But, dude, shout out to her, Michelle. I forget her last name.
Fucking fantastic.
Dude, like, at one point when we're delivering those lines, and it's like, you know, a lead up to a rape scene, and I'm having to talk nasty to her, and I'm right here in her face, and she's delivering in that damsel in distress kind of way, but she was doing it with such fucking, like, such, like, veracity, and, like, it was so electric, I started getting chill bumps. I'm like, I just got to go in. So she actually kills me, Michelle Watterson, but the other girl, her name was Michelle, I can't remember her last name.
Oh, she's a big UFC fighter, that girl?
Yeah, oh, yeah. The girl, yeah. So you had
Like
no,
Ronda Rousey level?
She,
little lower,
Ronda,
I'd say.
Ronda was
She
probably.
was in the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a top
popularity.
5
Yeah.
contender. Yeah. I don't
No
know.
way.
I don't think she was ever champion.
And Cowboy Cerrone is one of the big ones too.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever champion either. But like,
Not
he's
in the
like-
UFC.
Yeah, I had no clue who these people were, and we were just like, like a
Oh,
proof
yeah,
of
no, they're a big
concept
deal.
short with them and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be your henchman any day, baby. But we took too much of your time. Where can we find you on socials again? Hey, by the way, second fucking time on Smoochie Town. Only repeat customer for season 2. Pretty impressive.
Bow. Yeah, Uncle Lazer at Yahoo, Uncle Lazer Facebook, Uncle Lazer fucking Instagram. Well, just Uncle Lazer, whatever. You'll fucking find me. Just Google me.
By the time this comes out, we'll have celebrated Halloween already. However, I think we should go to the party.
The porn party or the fucking improv party?
I think
we should do both. I think there'd be good connections at the.
Let's go porn first, improv second.
I was going to do it opposite.
Well,
But I know.
I'll pass you on the 5.
Okay. We're probably just going to go to the porn one, and I'm probably going to miss my flight to Denver, so I apologize in advance.
All right. Well, I want to thank Christian for producing this bad boy. Uncle Lazer for coming on. Happy Caps. Jungle Tea, welcome to the jungle. Thank you so much. When's the next time you're going to bring a girl to Smoochie Town, Uncle Lazer?
When's the next time I'm in LA? I'm in San Diego in like January.
All right. Well, happy
So
New
maybe-
Year to Smoochie Town. Thanks for coming on. And that is a smooch of a lifetime.
Smooch of a lifetime.